I can't believe we're in America, man. This looks terrible. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I know obviously, if y'all outside and you know what's going on. Trump is speaking right now. I wasn't gonna cover this, but I think it's important that we do cover it because I think that we forgot that we all Americans, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Look at this. This is nasty, man. I've never seen nothing like this, man. They start booing Trump at the Congress address. This is happening right now.
Swing states, giving us an electoral college victory of 312 votes.
They had a Congress meeting, literally booing them. They not standing up for anything. So you see on one side, you see the Republicans are giving standing ovations, and these people decide to start booing. Check this out.
We won the popular vote by big numbers and won counties in our country.
He held his head today. Now, this guy looks like a PIMP. Maxine Waters' husband, probably. You know what I'm saying? This is nasty. This is horrible. This is horrible, man. I don't know if y'all know what's going on, but it's like these Democrats, they just don't get it, man. They have to conquer. And the things that he's doing that's good. I mean, you don't have to agree with nothing, but this is just disrespectful. Booing the president. I wasn't even gonna go live, but this is just so outright disrespectful, yo. Watch, it's get worse.
And won counties in our country,
They're
2,700.
like heckling at each other. This is crazy, man. Look what Trump is doing to this country, man. He opening the doors, man, for us to see these demons.
To 525.
Because they just don't like what he's saying.
On a map that reads almost completely red for Republican.
They're mad because he stopped their money from flowing, and this is why they acting a fool right now. They acting a fool publicly. They do not care, man.
Now, for the first time in modern history, more Americans believe that our country is headed in the right direction than the wrong direction.
You hear that? Now, if he pull a Saddam Hussein and start pulling them out and bringing them to Guantanamo, it look like treason. I don't care what side you on. That's still the president of the United States.
In fact, it's an astonishing.
You gotta shoot them. These are the same dudes. I'm telling you, man. If they'll boo the president of the United States right in his face, these are the same people that try to get him killed, man. These are the same people that, paid that tab off to get him knocked off, man.
Record, 27-point swing.
Look at J.D. Vance. Hard. I think he's speaking
the
now.
Most ever.
Yo, that's the type of salute to Tom Homan. J.D. Vance and Tom Homan, those are the type of homies you go to fight the dude, you know what I'm saying, to go fight. I'm talking about fist fight with. That's the two dudes you bring against 5 people. Those that know.
Likewise, small business optimism saw its single largest one-month gain ever recorded. A 40.
Well, you see what J.D. Vance said? Get him up out of here, man. Get him up out of here.
Single largest one-month gain ever recorded.
Yeah, get him up out of here. Get him up out of here.
41-point jump.
Thank you.
Members are directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House and to cease
decorum in the House and to cease what?
Any further disruptions.
Cease further disruptions. And he's going to disrupt. Look.
Your warning.
Look at that. That's the male Maxine Waters. The same dude. These are the people that these are a bunch of Al Sharptons, man. Whenever you see a black man, right, with a pimp cane, right, and a perm, looking like Rick James at a congressional hearing, yelling at the president. He don't know. He don't know where he at. He don't know where he at. Come on, man. Soggy pimp.
Members are engaged.
At some point, I want to talk about what President Trump is talking about doing with Gaza Strip. You know what I'm saying? Now, people were talking to me about that. Me and Truth Lady was speaking about it earlier, and I'll let y'all know my opinion on that.
And willful and continuing breach of decorum, and the chair is prepared to direct the sergeant at arms to restore order to the joint session.
That's right. You know, I'm fasting, so I can't curse the way I want. But yeah, get them the fuck up out of here, man. What can do that in the old Iraq?
Mr. Green, take your seat.
Monique Hill,
Take your seat, sir.
KJ,
Take your seat.
CBN. Look, he's being defiant. I hope they drag his ass. Did he drag him out?
Finding that members continue to engage in willful and concerted disruption of proper decorum, the chair now directs the sergeant at arms to restore order. Remove this gentleman from the chamber.
Remove him from the chamber. Get him up out of here. Remove yourself, bro. Don't act like you don't know what's going on. Look at Trump looking the other way like he don't know what's like. Yo, listen, let me talk. You disagree? Go back to the country club, to the locker room, and finish having your conversations about me. But right now, you can't disrupt this. He's still yelling. Look at all the old white people, man. They ain't on your side, brother. Look at even the black man over there to the bottom right. He like, this nigga's tripping. You gotta know when to throw those rights, man. Look at all the black people. Ain't nobody stepping up with you, Playboy. This woman comes to a congressional hearing with all pink. Save Medicaid. With lies, what, you know, catcalling and disrespecting. I don't see none of them leaving with you, bro.
Members are directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House. Mr. President, you continue.
Thank you.
Despicable. This is disgusting, y'all. Our own people, so-called Americans. These are the dudes that we've been paying all these years.
Over the past 6 weeks, I have signed nearly 100 executive orders and taken more than 400 executive actions, a record to restore common sense, safety, optimism, and wealth all across our wonderful land. The people elected me to do the job, and I'm doing it.
The hatred in this room is astonishing. The hatred in this room is astonishing, bro. Hold up. Let me show y'all a different. Let me show y'all agenda-free TV because a lot of these so-called broadcasts be moving the goalposts and they'll let you see they'll let you see what they want. But I like to see what's real. Give me 1 second. And now you're not letting me play it. This is crazy. This is impossible. All right, everybody enjoy your night, man. You know what I'm saying? I just want y'all to hear this stuff, man. This is crazy.
In fact, it has been stated by many that the first month of our presidency, it's our presidency, is the most successful.
Salute to Vladimir Putin, a real one.
in the history of our nation by many.
My moment, I see them get busy too. I see them throw they it's regular for them to fight at them joints. But this right here is a setup. This is a play.
And what makes it even more impressive is that, do you know who number 2 is? George Washington. How about that? How about it? I don't know about that list, but we'll take it. Within hours of taking the oath of office, I declared a national emergency on our southern border, and I deployed the U.S. military and border patrol to repel the invasion of our country. And what a job they've done. As a result, illegal border crossings last month were by far the lowest ever recorded, ever. They heard my words and they chose not to come.
Now this is gonna get nasty.
Much easier that way. In comparison, under Joe Biden, the worst president in American history, there were hundreds of thousands of illegal crossings a month, and virtually all of them, including
They don't want to start a booing match in this joint because there's way more Republicans here, man.
murderers, drug dealers, gang members, and people from mental institutions and insane asylums were released into our country. Who would want to do that? This is my 5th such speech to Congress. And once again, I look at the Democrats in front of me and I realize there is absolutely nothing I can say to make them happy or to make them stand or smile or applaud. Nothing I can
Thank you. That's a fly motherfucker, man. Excuse my language. But that's a fly ass president, man. He's not disrespecting them back.
Entire nations or announce the answers to the greatest economy in history or the stoppage of crime to the lowest levels ever recorded. And these people sitting right here will not
Look at
clap.
that. Musk stills. They got signs that say lies. Look at all of these faces, sullen and nasty and just old. All these old people. All these old people. Yo, you know what, man? I'm kind of old too. But they older than me. I ain't really liking these old, wicked, nasty people, man. These are some deep demons stealing our money, making laws like trying to play the people against each other based off of skin color, positioning in life, status. They even came to us and said that Trump is gonna come here and do everything for the rich people and shit on the poor people. And it looked like he's trying to do everything for the regular people and shit on these rich people. Okay? Why wouldn't you hire Elon Musk, a dude that don't need money, to find out who's stealing the money? Why wouldn't I hire the dude that got the most money on the planet Earth to check out who's stealing my money? Why wouldn't I? Hey, listen, Canada, they went out real bad, man. Let me show you something, man. This dude is a weakling. The Canadian Prime Minister, Trudeau, or whatever his name is, he's a clown, bro. Listen, Mexico's playing ball. Mexico cartel leaders. Mexico put 25,000 soldiers up on the border. Mexico's playing ball. Without do-rag up there, which we call Canada, they ain't got nothing. I mean, they up there, they really throwing threats at us, man. Like this dude's throwing threats like we won't go up there and take y'all little Canada, bro. We've been wanting to take that shit already. Let's keep it real. But look, let me just tell you something. You plan a plan, God plans a plan. Let's see who plan comes out better. These people are some bitter old people. Straight up. This dude want to take their money, you know what I'm saying, and put it back in our pockets. And these dudes been taking money and stealing money and leveraging laws that benefit big corporations for years. For real, for real. Feeding our kids garbage in these schools and acting like they want them to feel good. How about thinking good? What happened to that? What happened to that school? Where the school where we went to school and learned something, not how to learn how to feel. Come on, man. All these men feeling some way. That's why these niggas got pink Glocks. That's why they think that they could, like yesterday, dude ran up, two dudes ran down on this dude, sprayed him up, and killed this kid with him. You feel me? Do you think that's a product of education? Do you think that? Let me tell you something. One thing I learned in jail was this word. It was called recidivism. That means the rate of which you are guaranteed, like basically like the probability of whether you're gonna come back to jail after you went in. Recidivism rate tremendously went down for people that had the correct education. All right. And if he's feeding you wrong, giving you the wrong information and all that, and then telling you it's the other guy, you're always gonna be confused. That's why when y'all see us out here and we black men, y'all call us Uncle Toms and shit like that because you don't understand the game. You don't understand the program. You think that these people with these faces you're better. Look at these people's faces. And y'all tell me, because I'm a vibe person, I'm a vibrations person. You tell me which one of these people with these frowns on their face, and whether you know their name or not, got your back. They got big corporations back. That's what they got. The people that's taking your mother's health care and all that, you know what I'm saying? The ones that's robbing your people, that's them. The ones that don't even want to stand up when they hear something that's right. These people are bitter demons.
Will not stand and certainly will not cheer for these astronomical achievements. They won't do it, no matter what. Five times I've been up here. It's very sad, and it just shouldn't be this way.
You can hear the disappointment in Trump's voice, because it shouldn't be this way. Just because we have disagreements don't mean that we got to act like this in public while the world is watching us, bro. Disgusting.
So Democrats sitting before me,
Disgusting.
for just this one night, why not join us in celebrating so many incredible wins for America? For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
Thank you. They went out bad.
Every day, my administration is fighting to deliver the change America needs to bring a future that America deserves, and we're doing it. This is a time for big dreams and bold action. Upon taking office, I imposed an immediate freeze on all federal hiring, a freeze on all new federal regulations, and a freeze on all foreign aid. I terminated the ridiculous Green New Scam. I withdrew from...
I've been reported what I think. So what? I get reported every fucking day, you stupid ass. Now I'm reporting you. Harassment and bullying. And let's see. This is harassing me. Report. Right? I'm a partner with you two, goofy. Who are you? Now, I'm going to shoot you. Nobody's going to see you again. You know what I'm saying? And I can say whatever the fuck I want to say. I know what I can and can't say. You've been reported. Knock yourself out. Everybody report that channel. What I think. What it looks like is they try to come to my channel, right? This is like entrapment. This is like entrapment. Yeah, everybody go over there and you know what I'm saying? And by default, man, go ahead and knock somebody down. Because I see there's a lot of trolls in there, you know? And these are the people, them same type of people that's sitting up in this motherfucking place disrespecting the president of the United States.
From the
on camera, dumb.
Unfair Paris Climate Accord, which was costing us trillions of dollars that other countries were not paying. I withdrew from the corrupt World Health Organization.
If they don't like Trump, block them.
And I also withdrew from the anti-American UN Human Rights Council. We ended all of Biden's environmental restrictions that were making our country far less safe and totally unaffordable. And importantly, we ended the last administration's insane electric vehicle mandate, saving our auto workers and companies
Hit
from
the subscribe button. It's free. Also, I'm going to be addressing some personal stuff in a little while, right? Because I'm going to try to be nice as possible. But it seems like just like with these Democrats, you can be the most loyal person in the world. You can help them. You can do everything for them. But let them go through something, right? And they'll try to pull everybody down. They won't recognize nothing you ever did. They will only see their own agenda, right? So I'm going to address that in a second.
economic destruction.
That's right. All right.
To unshackle our economy, I have directed that for every one new regulation, 10 old regulations must be eliminated, just like I did in my very successful first term. And in that first term, we set records on ending
That's
unnecessary
crazy.
rules.
Half of them standing up and half of them sitting. I've never seen this like this, man.
And in that first term, we set
I've seen variations of this, but not this, not like this, man. They hate this dude.
records on ending unnecessary rules and regulations like no other president had done before. We ordered all federal
Look
workers
at the
to
mods, man. Let me shout you out real quick. I didn't plan on going live, but we here. DMW shots, KJ salute. You know what I'm saying? KJ's my boy from day one, man. Subscribe. My boy Lansky. You know what I'm saying? In the building, Monique. Peace, Queen. Peace to everybody that's here. Subscribe to the channel. It's free. Double tap the screen to get the likes up.
return to the office. They will either show up for work in person or be removed from their job.
Let's get the likes past 100 real quick. Double tap the screen or go to the top right and hit the three dots. All right. We have 189 votes. Are Democrats separating the country? 74% of the people say yes so far. Let's go. You got to have a hard heart to just sit there and just be like this, man. You got to be a hard-hearted bastard. And let's be frankly, it's all about the money that's being stopped with them. You know, a lot of these people got fired. They're not feeling it. You know what I'm saying? I seen one guy, one politician. He was like, "Yo, listen, the same way I got this, the same way I didn't have a job before I got this one, and I got this job." He said, "I'll get another job." He said, "Maybe this is my opportunity to go do something that I really love because politics is fake as fuck." You know, so a real one is going to scrape it off and after all the money he done took, he's living well. He just got married. He's doing his thing. Mad money stacked up. You ate good while you was here. All right?
And we have ended weaponized government where, as an example, a sitting president
is
allowed to viciously prosecute his political opponent, like me. How did that work out? Not too good.
Wow.
Not too good.
Man, you're dealing with a hot boy right here.
And I have stopped
I
all
wonder where they got those little signs from, man.
government censorship.
Man, you don't just get those out of nowhere. That's a plan. Who's handing those out? Lies, you know what I mean? And all who's handing those pickets out? Those baby pickets.
And brought back free speech in America. It's back.
Yeah. Yeah.
And 2 days ago, I signed an order making English the official language of the United States of America. I renamed the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America.
That part, and y'all keep on playing, we're gonna steal Texas from right up under your ass. Canada's next. We're gonna talk about that dude in Canada.
And likewise, I renamed for a great president, William McKinley, Mount McKinley again. Beautiful Alaska. We love Alaska. We've ended the tyranny of so-called diversity, equity, and inclusion policies all across the entire federal government and indeed the private sector and our military. And our country will be woke no longer. We believe that whether you are a doctor, an accountant, a lawyer, or an air traffic controller, you should be hired and promoted based on skill and competence, not race or gender. Very important. You should be hired based on merit.
Let's pause this for 1 second. Now look at this greaseball, Trudeau, right? Trudell or whatever his name is. The dude that's running Canada is talking crazy to us, to Americans, basically threatening us, saying that Trump is messing your country up and y'all better, you know what I'm saying, basically comply to what we talking about. Watch how Trump responded to this dude. But check
the United
when did my question is, when did this dude get a coin purse? When did he get a nutsack? When did Canada, you know what I mean? Y'all literally our do-rag. Y'all our New York fitted, man. What
United States
the only thing I know about Canada is Drake.
launched a trade war against
Maple syrup. Let's get the lights up.
Canada, their closest partner and ally, their closest friend. At the same time, they're talking about working positively with Russia, appeasing Vladimir Putin, a lying, murderous.
Why when they say that we working with Russia, they talk about we under Vladimir Putin. Man, Putin and the rest of these dudes are scared to death of America.
Make that make sense.
You know what this is? You know what it is? Like, think about a regular argument. Why you messing with them for? You didn't see what he did. Yo, man, he did it to you. He did it to you.
Canadians are
Ironically, y'all owe money to everybody.
reasonable, and we are polite.
I didn't say they was our friends. I'm just saying that, you know, he loves the Quran. It's a crime if you disrespect the Quran in Russia. You get hung for that, bro. And he said it out of his own mouth. I like him.
But we will not back down from a fight. Not when our country and the well-being of everyone in it is at stake.
I don't know what type of Hennessy this dude was drinking, but he is playing with fire.
At the moment, the U.S. tariffs.
And mind you, this is all because of tariffs. And the tariffs is why. Why do we want to put tariffs on Canada, our friends? Yo, tighten the borders up, man. This fit no problem. Did y'all see Kensington? Do y'all see these cities that fentanyl is that doesn't come from here, y'all? Okay? They want that shit out the country, and so do I. And this dude is one of the dudes that's letting through.
Came
But y'all want to play ball? Okay, let's see.
into effect in the early hours of this morning, and so did the Canadian response. Canada will be implementing 25% tariffs against $155 billion worth of American goods. Starting with
Oh, what? We'll survive. Will y'all?
tariffs on $30 billion worth of goods immediately, and tariffs on the remaining 125.
Yo, ain't no U.S. citizens. J.O., for real. I like your name and everything, but I'm going to tell you something. Ain't no Americans bringing in no fetty up in this country by the boatloads. Okay? Do you get where I'm coming from? You don't understand the pipelines that exist. But you know what? Let me just go ahead, man.
$1 billion of American products in 21 days' time. Should these tariffs not cease, we are in active and ongoing discussions with provinces and territories to
Canada, the most softest country in the entire world. We're going to take Canada from y'all.
pursue several non-tariff measures. Measures which
this whole North America, to tell you the truth. So y'all being surprised that talks about the Panama Canal. Bro, without the Panama Canal, how could we own the whole entire North America? Because that's what it's going to hit for. It's going to be that side of the world against this side of the world at some point. If y'all can't see it, you're living under a rock.
which will demonstrate that there are
By that side, I mean BRICS against NATO.
no winners in a trade war. Now, just like I did a month ago, I want to speak first directly to the American people.
Now he wants to speak directly to us. Now, let me just show you how goalposts constantly being moved by these politicians. Now, he wants to appeal to us so we can rally and poll and say, that they're about to mess things up. Fear mongering. It's not going to work. Trump addresses this punk. This dude's a punk.
Directly to the American.
In Canada is known for jumping on everybody's balls when they go to war. They're not known for the action. They're known for being guys that like 6th and 7th man off the bench. They're not no players.
Like I did a month ago, I want to speak first directly to the American people. We don't want this. We want to work with you as a
Right talk. Look how he takes that little breath before we want to walk with you. And then you got to think about it. And it's going to hurt you more than it's going to hurt us. This is what he's going to tell you. You want to know how I know what he's going to say? Because I've already heard it 1,000 times. When you reach 50 years old, you hear a lot of bullshit that starts to sound like after a while. So you know what he's going to say. You know what he's going to say. He's going to so-called directly appeal to us. Why are you indirectly appeal to us when all them kids in Chicago right up under y'all was tearing shit up, killing each other up, killing each other? Or when we have any crisis in America, all of a sudden they are friends, right? Okay, say less, Canada.
A friend and ally. And we don't want to see you hurt either. But your government
Ooh, child, that sounds like a threat.
Has chosen to do this.
Today's actually a really exciting day.
Sounds like a whole threat, man. Man, I didn't look at his response to this, but I'm telling you, it's going to be cold-blooded. It's going to be cold. Canada don't got the right to be talking to us like this. Y'all just sit the fuck down. Either fix up the problem that we telling you that we have, right? Or pay the tariffs. It's simple. But now this is a strike back like we're wrong.
To you. As of this morning, markets are down and inflation is set to rise dramatically all across your country.
Why would we need to protect them? Who is it? Who invaded Canada?
Your government has chosen to put American jobs at risk, at the thousands of workplaces that succeed because of materials from Canada or because of consumers in Canada, or both. They've chosen to raise costs for American consumers on everyday essential items like groceries and gas, on major purchases like cars and homes, and everything in between. They've chosen to harm American national security, impeding access to the abundant critical minerals, energy, building materials, and fertilizers that we have and that the United States needs to grow and prosper. They've chosen to launch a trade war that will, first and foremost, harm American families. They've chosen
it's going to harm y'all.
to sabotage their own agenda that was supposed to usher in a new golden age for the United States. And they've chosen to undermine the incredible work we've done together to tackle the scourge that is.
You don't like the egg price, man, go buy a farm. You know what I'm saying? That's still a possibility. All right? Go get a fucking chicken if you want some low price eggs.
Fentanyl a drug that
Go steal a pigeon and suck an egg out of his ass.
must be wiped from the face of the earth.
Man, I'll stop eating eggs before I be up on the internet telling somebody I can't afford eggs. That sounded like when COVID hit. I was listening to all y'all in New York talking, oh, we can't get no tissue prices. Everybody toilet paper. What was the other thing? A mask. And I was getting thousands of masks from China. Yeah, the China. The motherfuckers that started the virus had the the people that create the cancer for you also create the remedy, right? Just like the people that China created that shit and they had the mask for the lowski. I'm talking about before all of that, like the shipping problems and all that. They was sending me boxes of that shit. I had a store called Face Armor Apparel. I sold that shit for like $18,000, $19,000 after a month and started a whole new one. You want to know why? It's fear mongering. The price of eggs. Oh God. You have motherfuckers out here, whole vegans, talking about, the price of eggs. Shut the fuck up. What are you talking about? The price of eggs, the price of gas. When we told y'all Trump was here the first time and shit was low, y'all didn't appreciate that. When Biden comes into office, inflation goes up higher than it's been in 50 years. More than 50 years, y'all. More than 50 years. But y'all was so caught up in your emotions, y'all wasn't thinking about that. Y'all was saying, well, Obama is the reason why the prices are... Okay. So why his homeboy Biden didn't have the same results? Obama came in under zero inflation. Actually, inflation was under. It went up at the end of his presidency. Did y'all not know that? And during Trump's presidency, it stayed exactly the same and went up just a little tiny bit during COVID. These are all facts. Go look it up. But yet, Trump is responsible for the prices, right? Give a fuck about no eggs, and I don't care about the prices going up. Straight up. I'm going to keep it real, man, because there's so much skin politics out here. Guess what? You know what people really, really don't care about the prices? Black people. Black people going to make it no matter what, except for the ones with maybe a pink Glock.
Nigga, you gay.
Hot pink pants.
Nigga, you gay.
That one tampons in the boys' bathroom.
Nigga, you gay.
Or they African. Likes up. I don't think y'all know where you're at. All right. If you're on that Trump train, type ones in the chat, please. Wait a minute. Do gays lay eggs? Of course they do.
I'm getting it for sure.
Damn racist sometimes. Okay, check this out, right? But I just think they're sensitive.
Between your shower and this, you need this. FDS Feminine Deodorant Spray has powder to absorb moisture. Use it every day to feel fresh, dry, and confident.
Oh, child! I'm about to go hot. I'm about to go rogue. If you're on that fucking Trump train, type ones in chat, okay? All right? I don't like nobody. All right? Not too many of anybody. Okay? I like good people, man. I don't care what your skin color is. I don't care about none of that. And I also care about Americans, because this is where we at. We in America. What I look like being from New York, running around with a Boston Celtics ensemble on, all greened up, or Lakers, anything, man. Nah, brother. New York, baby. Just like America, baby. You talking about basically fucking the country up. And I'm supposed to applaud for this? Y'all on Canada side, y'all on the wrong side, man. This dude is wrong.
So
He's out of pocket.
on that point, let me be crystal clear.
Now, for people that's just coming in, this is true, though. This is the dude that runs Canada talking crazy to Trump. More crazy to the American people, because he's not really talking to Trump. He's trying to scare us. So let's finish listening.
Absolutely no justification or need whatsoever for these tariffs today. Now, the legal pretext your government
there is a reason for the tariffs. Y'all not moving fast enough. Salute to Mexico. They know that we about to take Mexico and turn that shit to Texas, the remix. Okay? They know what's up, and that's why they playing ball. And it's time for Canada to play ball. We don't like what y'all doing to this country. We don't like what the way this fentanyl's pouring in. We don't like the way, you know what I mean? Like we already kind of like cleaning up the migration problem, the migrants problem, excuse me. And they kind of like just going back voluntarily now. But this dude don't want to play ball.
Using to bring in these tariffs is that Canada is apparently unwilling to help in the fight against illegal fentanyl. Well, that is totally false. Let's look at the facts. Our border is already safe and secure. Far less than 1% of fentanyl flows and less than 1% of illegal crossings into the United States comes
According to you, brother.
from Canada. But we acted because we know we can always do better. We responded to concerns, including from the president, by implementing an ambitious $1.3 billion border plan. A border plan that includes generational investments in new...
All right, subscribe to the channel, man. It's free. Go ahead and hit that button up there. Double tap the screen and get the likes up. Right now, we at 377 votes. Are Democrats separating the country? You know what I'm saying? We kind of like tired of this punk right here, this sissy. All right? I don't know what a sissy is, but somebody said sissy, so I'm going to say sissy. I said sassy. Excuse me, not sissy. Sassy. Wrong word, right? Let's get back to this thing with Trump because I think it was it's set up for them to do this. You know what I mean? Obviously, they all got the same signs and shit. You know what I'm saying? You didn't just go to the corner store and get these signs. Double tap the screen or go to the top right and hit the 3 dots. If you're on that Trump train, you're in the right place, all right? If you're not, you're getting high.
I was trying to find some blow. Where's the fucking blow? Here's the fucking blow, baby. Here's the fucking blow at, dude. Get high, baby. I'm not.
Supreme Court, in a brave and very powerful decision, has allowed us to do so. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. We have removed the poison of critical race theory from our public schools, and I signed
Thank you.
an order making it the official policy of the United States government that there are only 2 genders, male and female. I also signed an executive order to ban men from playing in women's sports.
Oh, Mago 913, salute. Where's that 913? What's that area code?
3 years ago, Peyton McNabb was an all-star high school athlete, one of the best, preparing for a future in college sports.
I didn't know that, DBN. Canada got free health care because USA gives them $250 billion a year. I didn't even know that.
But when her girls'
I was
volleyball
giving
match
me $250 billion. I'll shut the fuck up.
was invaded by a male, he smashed the ball so hard in Peyton's face, causing traumatic brain injury, partially paralyzing her right side and ending her athletic career. It was a shot like she's never seen before. She's never seen anything like it. Peyton is here tonight in the gallery, and Peyton, from now on, schools will kick the men off the girls' team, or they will.
Hey, Texas, if you still here, man, if you want to enlighten me about that, about these fentanyl labs all over Canada, come put me on. So I don't got to do my homework on it, and you can drop it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put the link in the chat.
Lose all federal funding. And if you really want to see numbers, just take a look at what happened in the women's boxing, weightlifting, track and field, swimming, or cycling. where a male recently finished a long-distance race 5 hours and 14 minutes ahead of a woman for a new record by 5 hours. Broke the record by 5 hours.
5 damn hours.
It's demeaning for women.
Dennis, salute.
And it's very bad for our country. We're not going to put up with it any longer. What I have just described is only a small fraction of the common sense revolution that is now, because of us, sweeping the entire world. Common sense has become a common theme, and we will never go back. Never.
Double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up, or go to the top right and hit the 3 dots.
Let that happen. Among my very highest priorities is to rescue our economy and get dramatic and immediate relief to working families. As you know, we inherited from the last administration an economic catastrophe and an inflation nightmare. Their policies drove up.
They keep on cutting them off. They some nasty people. They hate hearing the truth.
Up energy prices, pushed up grocery costs, and drove the necessities of life out of reach.
Oh shit, Patricia up in the chat. I love you, baby. I love you. Tap in if you can. Let me throw a wrench on P real quick.
For millions and millions of Americans, they've never had anything like it. We suffered the worst inflation in 48 years, but perhaps even in the history of our country. They're not sure. As president, I'm fighting every day to reverse this damage and make America affordable again.
We were just talking about you, Pete. Me and Bino talking about the I was telling them about the trip when we went up there. I think it was Utica. Oh man, on the Cakewalk show.
And Joe Biden especially let the price of eggs get out of control. The egg price is out of control, and we're working hard to get it back down. Secretary, do a good job on that. You inherited a total mess from the previous administration. Do a good job. A major focus of our fight to
Look at them walking out with their resist shirts.
defeat inflation is rapidly reducing the cost of energy. The previous administration cut the number of new oil and gas leases by 95%, slowed pipeline construction to a halt, and closed more than 100 power plants. We are opening up many of those power plants right now. And frankly, we have never seen anything like it. That's why on my first day in office, I declared a national energy emergency. As you've heard me say many times, we have more liquid gold under our feet than any nation on earth, and by far. And now I fully authorize the most talented team ever assembled to go and get it. It's called Drill, Baby, Drill.
Hey, Texas, I see you in the back of the studio, but it says that your device is not connected.
My administration is also working on a gigantic natural gas pipeline in Alaska, among the largest in the world, where Japan, South Korea, and other nations want to be our partner with investments of.
Hey, liberals, don't feel bad. I know how your cowardly hearts pump inside that chat, but if you look at the top, there's a link. If you want to come up here and you want to debate me, go ahead.
So take historic.
If you want to masturbate me, look for somebody else, all right? But if you want a regular debate, you know what I'm saying? This is the place to be at. I'll shit on you and call it God's work, okay? All right? Little fucking punks.
Nigga, you gay.
To further combat inflation, we will not only be
Guy
reducing
that came here talking about you gotta report my channel. Bro, I got 3 channels, motherfucker. All of them get reported, okay?
I built this shit.
Fucking numbers, stupid. If you're on the Trump train, type ones in the chat.
I built this shit. Me. Brick by brick. And I'll be damned if I let you tear it down just because you don't like the way another nigga talk.
the cost of energy, but will be ending the flagrant waste of taxpayer dollars. And to that end, I have created the brand new Department of Government Efficiency. DOGE.
Yes,
Perhaps
sir.
you've heard of it. Perhaps. Which is headed by Elon Musk, who is in the gallery tonight.
Why they doing Elon again? They just disrespectful, man. He love it too. I ain't gonna lie. Elon Musk is the biggest troll in the world, and y'all don't even see it, man. You can't be this smart without being a troll. Right? Democrats wearing resist shirts, so childlike. They really can't handle working with others. So sad. I think it's more about them, their pockets depleting right now.
Thank you, Elon. He's working very hard. He didn't need this. He didn't need this. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
I can't hit that link. I'm on StreamYard, so I can't see I can see what you type, but I can't actually hit it. I'm behind the studio.
Everybody here, even this side, appreciates it, I believe. They just don't want to admit that. Just listen to some of the appalling waste.
Hey, the link is pinned at the top. You know what I'm saying? I'm down to kick it. You know what I mean? Like, just let me know what you want to talk about. Pull up.
We have already identified.
Anybody that pull up to my chat, you know, and they show their face up here or just talk, you could do it like this. You could take your camera off, turn it on or off. You know, even if you're on the other side, I'm gonna respect you. As long as you don't disrespect me.
$22 billion from HHS to provide free housing and cars for illegal aliens. $45 million for diversity, equity, and inclusion scholarships in Burma. $40 million to improve the social and economic inclusion of sedentary migrants. Nobody knows what that is. $8 million to promote LGBTQI+ in the African nation of Lesotho, which nobody has ever heard of.
Oh man, they pumped the gay shit at the at Jamaica too. Sent millions over there to make y'all rude boys rude gals.
$60 million.
And it worked. And it worked. Because if you look at Jamaica, years ago, it was boom, bye, bye, in the butty boy. Boom. You know what I'm saying? It was that. And now, them niggas running around with tight. Some niggas looking crazy in Jamaica, man. Some of them, man, crazy.
For indigenous.
Even bleaching they've been bleaching their skin for a while. A lot of Jamaicans, I'm from the islands, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I seen it up close. I seen back in the days when some people in my family used to bleach. You know, bleach, them will bleach up them skin, them will bleach, look like a browning. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But this is an agenda that they pushed.
Nobody knows what that is.
I mean, you know, I believe in freedom of choice, man. I believe that everybody should be able to do whatever the fuck they want to do. But you don't push, you know, agendas on our children and act like we don't see it, you know? Like it's okay. You don't push that at them, you know? You let kids do what they do and grow up the way they grow up. Give them good education, good nutrition, and let them make decisions. You should actually promote for them to be strong and making well-informed decisions and decisions based off of what they want and not something that was placed in their mind as an idea. I mean, I remember I was in college, like one of my term papers was about, it was like 3 subjects. And one of the subjects was, do you think that homosexuality is innate Like, were you born like that? Were you born ready to, you know what I'm saying, go suck some?
Nigga, you gay.
Or were you taught this? This was the question.
Nigga, you gay.
I gravitated towards it being taught based off a study. Because remember, I said this is like a research paper. This was a term paper but it was a research paper. You had to actually provide your sources for this. You know what I'm saying? And I believe, in my opinion, it's something that's taught. That's work. Okay? Hey, listen, man. Keep God in your life.
Keep God in your life. Fuck nigga, keep God in your life. Fuck nigga, keep God in your life. Fuck nigga, you need to praise the Lord or Allah or Yahweh, whoever you believe in.
Somebody trying to kick knowledge. 1 John 3:9. Ooh, child. They coming in here hot. Yes, exactly, brother. Do your thing. That's our freedoms. But don't be forcing people and throw it in our face or try forcing it on our kids. I got the best people that come to this chat, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Most Def. Formerly Most Def, but now Moist Def. Now we talking about keeping God in your life. You got to do something about these niggas. Because these niggas will be singing that, tell you this gangster shit or one y'all know what part of the show this is, right? I bought this tape from Tupac. I never knew about this picture. Okay. I was calling my favorite rapper when all I knew was this. Shit. What being a switch hitter, I don't believe it's a choice because I could never choose. Oh my God. I think they chose it. I mean, Hassan Campbell chose it. You feel me? Diddy chose it. Mook Mill. Let me stop. Nah, fuck it. Mook Mills, formerly known as Meek the Mouse. I do not believe that it's innate. I believe it's something, you know. But, and then also, too, let's just keep things simple. KIS, keep it simple. I like when it was just men and women, all right? I don't want to get sued for, misgenderizing somebody.
$8 million
That was 4 from Black Ink, Andre.
to promote LGBTQI+ in the African nation of Lesotho, which nobody has ever heard of. $60 million for indigenous peoples and Afro-Colombian empowerment.
I'm sorry, I know I'm talking a lot, but why do I always get the religious people? I'll tell you, man, somebody told me Jesus was in Springfield, and I'm like, this is crazy, man. Because this made me not believe in the Bible. Springfield way too nice, you know what I'm saying? It's way too nice up in there. I thought Jesus was where the dirt was at.
Keep God in your life. Fuck nigga, keep God in your life. Fuck nigga, keep God in your life. Fuck nigga, you need to praise the Lord or Allah or Yahweh, whoever you believe in.
In Central America, $60 million. $8 million for indigenous peoples and Afro-Colombian to promote LGBTQI+ in the African nation of Lesotho, which nobody has ever heard of. $60 million for indigenous peoples and Afro-Colombian empowerment in Central America. $60 million.
Wow.
$8 million for making mice transgender.
Making mice transgender. This is crazy, man. I wouldn't have believed it if Elon Musk didn't bust that door open and let us see like that. We got to see this for real.
In Central America, $60 million. $8 million for making mice transgender. This is real. $32 million for a left-wing propaganda.
I'm the one that told it to Candace, and she took the story from me. Yeah, I believe she hit it right on the head. Yeah, he was. You seen that interview?
Operation in Moldova. $10 million for male circumcision in Mozambique.
Ultraviolet salute.
For the Arab Sesame Street in the Middle East. It's a program. $20 million for a program. $1.9 billion to recently created decarbonization of homes committee, headed up, and we know she's involved. Just at the last moment, the money was passed over by a woman named Stacey Abrams. Have you ever heard of her? A 3.5
mice, poor mice, right?
$5 million consulting contract for lavish fish monitoring. $1.5 million for voter confidence in Liberia. $14 million
Liberia, West Africa. Salute to West Africa, all my Liberians.
For social cohesion in Mali.
I know a lot of Liberians. A lot.
$59 for illegal alien hotel rooms in New York City. He's a real estate developer. He's done very well. $250,000 to increase vegan local climate action innovation in Zambia. $42 million for social and behavior change in Uganda. Wow. $14 million for improving public procurement in Serbia. $47 million for improving learning outcomes in Asia.
This is disrespectful.
Asia's doing very well with learning. You know what we're doing. We should use it ourselves. And $101 million for DEI contracts at the Department of Education. The most ever paid, nothing even like it. Under the Trump administration, all of these scams, and they're far worse, but I didn't think it was appropriate to talk about them. They're so bad. Many more have been found out and exposed and swiftly terminated by a group of very intelligent,
Doge went to work.
Mostly young people, headed up by Elon, and we appreciate it. We found hundreds of billions of dollars of fraud. And we've taken back the money and reduced our debt to fight inflation and other things. Taken back a lot of that money. We got it just in time. This is just the beginning. The government.
There they go, catcalling again, and they're about to start walking out. Nasty bastards.
Accountability Office, a federal government office, has estimated annual fraud of over $500 billion in our nation. And we are working very hard to stop it. We're going to. We're also identifying shocking levels of incompetence and probable fraud.
Tap the screen, get the likes up, or go to the top right and hit the three dots. Salute to everybody that got their vote on right now. Says, are these people messing the country up? 65% of people believe so.
In the Social Security program for our seniors, and that our seniors and people that we love rely on. Believe it or not, government databases list 4.7 million Social Security members from people aged 100 to 109 years old. It lists 3.6 million people from ages 110 to 119. I don't know any of them. I know some people that are rather elderly, but not quite that elderly. 3.47 million people from ages 120 to 129. $3.9 million people from ages 130 to 139. 3.5 million people from ages 140 to 149. And money is being paid to many of them And we're searching right now. In fact, Pam, good luck. Good luck. You're going to find it. But a lot of money is paid out to people because it just keeps getting paid and nobody does. And it really hurts Social Security and hurts our country. 1.3 million people from ages 150 to 159 and over 130,000 people.
Man, they some scamming ass people, man. These Democrats been eating. I didn't know they was getting that much money, man. Salute to Elon Musk.
According to the Social Security databases, are age over 160 years old. We have a healthier country than I thought, Bobby.
Hey, let's go challenge this fentanyl situation with Canada. Let's just see if they really, because the guy says that they're not producing fentanyl up there in Canada, right? Texas Texas Grown sends me to this right here. This is what I pulled up. Let me just see what's going on. This might not be exactly what he wanted. I'll get back in the chat in a second. But it's hard. I mean, sometimes people take what me. I have people that hit me up, right? And they say, when you see me in the chat, why don't you respond to me? Well, if you see the way the show moves, I do everything for the show, right? And it's impossible for me to entertain you ugly motherfuckers in the chat, okay? Now, I might see some once in a while, look at it, and then I'll address it, but it's hard for me to do what you want me to do and do what I need to do at the same time. Some of you motherfuckers are real sensitive.
Between your shower and this, you need this. FDS Feminine Deodorant Spray has powder to absorb moisture. Use it every day to feel fresh, dry, and confident. FDS. Make it your second.
Okay? Don't be, all right? Be more thinking around here with me. I don't see everything, but the things I do see that's smart, I like to talk about it. Check it out.
Let's shift our conversation about the economic and existential crisis that Canada faces under the threat of our American neighbors to drugs and border security. We know that within Canadian borders, illicit drugs are produced for export.
When y'all see me, like the way I told you where Trump is looking that way, he's looking at Democrats. When y'all see me looking up this way, I'm looking at what y'all looking at. When I'm looking this way, I'm looking at myself and see if I'm fucking up or not, you know? And when I go over here, that's when I'm getting into what y'all talking about in the chat, okay? Right now, I'm not entertaining shit except for what's up here right now. I want to know if these motherfuckers got fentanyl labs up in Canada.
So are we truly bad neighbors posing a threat to the Americans as they claim? And will the recent appointment of a fentanyl czar make us better neighbors? Here to discuss, the author of Willful Blindness, How a Network of Narcos, Tycoons, and CCP Agents Infiltrated the West, an investigative journalist, and the founder.
Sam Cooper.
Things feel very dicey now, with regards to the tariff threats and whether Canada really is a fentanyl problem to the rest of the world. I think the answer is we are a problem. And so I do think the right thing to do is something that I and others have been advocating for a while, is we need to take care of the fact that we have become a fentanyl exporter nation. We need to realize that Mexican cartels and Chinese triads have set up very strongly in Canada and especially British Columbia. And Mo, I know that we both have talked to Mayor Brad West a lot, and Mayor West knows, because he's heard from the American government under the Biden administration, that they have serious concerns.
Hey, listen, I'm not surprised that they got it over there. You know what I'm saying? They're giving me a problem playing that shit. Trudeau, I think that the smartest thing that he could do is shut the fuck up. And he says that we don't have fentanyl up in this country. Basically, what y'all talking about is bullshit. I think he wants smoke. I think that they feeling themselves. They feel this war coming, and some of these people are not really playing on the right side of right. Fetty Labs is a real
false. Let's look at the facts. Our border is already safe and secure.
I don't like the way he talk, man. I mean, salute to Velo, but he do sound like, don't he sound like DJ Velo?
Less than 1% of fentanyl
flow. He talk like he got like a white girl with cornrows. You know what I'm saying?
And less than 1% of illegal crossings into the United States comes from Canada. But we acted because we know we can always do better. We responded to concerns, including from the president, by implementing...
You can always do... See, this is double talk. If you can always do better, what's the hesitation?
An ambitious $1.3 billion border plan. A border plan that includes generational investments in new AI and imaging tools to stop the flow of fentanyl in its tracks. Stronger...
Blah, blah, blah. This man is not even in the conversation. Only thing he needs to do is just do what the fuck Trump tell him to do. I mean, just keep it real. Just do what the fuck Trump tell you to do, because if we start pushing buttons around here, right? If we start deboing y'all for real, they're not gonna know what to do with that pressure. What they gonna do once we put our eyes on Canada, once we get, get these other people in shape, these other countries that's acting crazy with us. I mean, let's keep it real. Don't act like y'all don't see that. We damn near like on the verge of leaving NATO and joining BRICS. It looks that, I mean, that's how it looks. I mean, me personally, I don't got nothing against Russia. I think the Ukrainians are way nastier. And speaking of Ukrainians, Zelensky wants to sit down again.
Coordination and information sharing.
Of course, Zelensky wants to sit down again. You have to be a madman. You don't want to sit down again. You have to be a madman to try to act tough right now. But back to this punk.
With American agencies, along with the deployment of drones, helicopters, and additional personnel to keep...
He wants all brown people out, right? Now, you know what the problem is that you have all capital letters on your thing, right? Let me go ahead and knock you out of this channel. Thank you for that. It clearly says don't type all caps in my chat. All right. How is Ukraine worse than Russia? Well, if you've been looking at, you follow my channel, go to my Trump podcast list. All right. There was a time where I was on Ukraine side because my sister is married to a Ukrainian man named Roman. You know what I'm saying? He told me so much about Ukraine, but the number one thing he taught me, and she's been married to this dude since 2001. The one thing I've always heard Roman say, especially during our drunk times, right, is how much he hates Russia. Go look at the drone footage of the Ukrainians' drones strikes and what they're doing, because those missiles now got cameras on it so they can see who they hitting. You got to see the look of terror in some of these North Koreans' eyes and some of these Russians' eyes. They try to not drop the big one on them. Because one thing that Russia don't have is a lot of people. They have an extremely horrific. They have extremely horrific nuclear capabilities. Let's put it that way. But other than that, everything else is old school. You know what I'm saying? It's real old school. I mean, it's terrible up there, man. If you ask me, it's freezing fucking cold. Half the country they can't even use. You might as well just have Iceland or Greenland or one shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that. But they do have a very, very powerful nuclear situation going on over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Russia is the best, like I'm not no advocate for anybody except for America. I think that we need to mind our business when it comes down to a lot of foreign affairs. But you got to ask yourself, you know what I'm saying? What's the two biggest organizations on the entire planet? You have BRICS and NATO. I don't like the NATO countries, man. I don't think the NATO countries really like us, man. The facts are your facts. Those are not facts, Carlos. Mr. Carlos. Russia using drones. It is Russia using drones. Are you goofy? Fake news. They probably both using drones. I'm talking about the Ukrainian drones smacking down the Russians. I ain't talking about the Russians smacking down the Ukrainians. Now, if I wanted to talk about that, that's what I would have talked about. So it's just what I'm talking about. It's never. It is what it is, right? Thank you. They're both using drones, but we're talking about the Ukrainian drone strikes that I've been showing on my channel. That's why I requested you to go to my podcast. Block everybody that ain't talking like how I like them to talk. Okay, I'm a Gemini. My love is conditional. I loved you a little while ago. All right, don't play with me, man. Especially if you got panties with the dick holes. Okay, I need you to bring your brain here, bro.
Nigga, you gay.
So Ukraine shouldn't fight back. I'm not saying they shouldn't fight back. You know what Ukraine looks like to me from on the world map perspective. It looks like if Russia was America, Ukraine would be Florida. Little piece that's there. That used to be a part of Russia, right? I'm not gonna go down this road. I ain't gonna go down this road. Block all trolls. I just like people that like Trump. If you don't like, matter of fact, you know what? I gotta get a head count anyway. Who don't like Trump? Type twos in the chat. Like that. Type twos in chat. Moderators, type twos if you don't like Trump. I like to get thinking people here. Loyal people. Here I have on my screen a guy from Canada, the softest fucking place in the world, talking crazy to us. All right, you don't like Trump? Time them all out. Whoever put a two up, time them out. 5 minutes. Adding NATO to adding Ukraine to NATO, they became our fucking like like kids are like broke ass little best friends. You know what I'm saying? They broke. You gotta do everything for your kids. Especially when your kids get older and they fucking feet look the same size as yours, and you want to go get a pair of $300 shoes and they want the same ones. That's Russia. You know how bad I would love this for my kid. My boys that's in the military. Let me tell you something. They Marines, right? I don't have to pay for shit for them. The motherfuckers making $5,000 a month. My son called me last week, a couple of days ago. Matter of fact, my son's birthday was 3 days ago. He was like, "Dad, Trump just doubled up on my pay." Oh God. I swear to God, he told me this shit. I was like, you know what? Anyway. Ukraine is like a relative that you have to take care of that's in the bed. You know what I mean? You have to take care of them by contract. You have to take care of them, but secretly you're waiting for them to. Not that I've lived like that or whatever, right? But I'm just trying to give you an example. of Ukraine. It's like we have to take care of them, man. And then for Zelensky to go to the White House and talk to, you know what I'm saying, Donald Trump, the way he tried to talk to him. Oh, yo, I swore on stack. I thought that J.D. Vance was about to get up and bitch smack him. That would have been the American way. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. That would have been real American. The fact that I could get up on, you know what? I have not got a strike since Trump got in office. I haven't got all the shit talking I do, all of the borderline fuck shit I do up on here. Yo, since Trump been in it, and Elon Musk, oh God, they let me do whatever fuck I want to do. And they paying me. Jesus. Oh, I miss the old America. Now, I can't go too far because I am fasting. You know what I'm saying? We're going into the 5th day of fasting, and I told myself I wasn't going to come out here acting the fool. You know what I'm saying? But I do have to entertain y'all because where are we? We're on YouTube, right?
Keep God in your life. Fuck nigga, keep God in your life. Fuck nigga, keep God in your life.
Like I lost 10 pounds already. And I did lose a lot of weight because I'm not really eating that much, you know? Because that's not what it's for. During Ramadan, man, you stop eating, man, it makes you... After you eat, you turn back into a demon. You know what I'm saying? But while you're not eating, man, some real spiritual shit happens. You know what I'm saying? So let me try to get back to being conscious of what I'm saying and try not to turn on too many people. You know? Because I'm in the department of, you know, getting rid of people. I'm not into the department of making friends. You either get it or you don't.
Keep our border secure. Now, a month ago, as part of an agreement with the United States that paused the tariffs, we made further commitments. We appointed Kevin Brasseau as our fentanyl czar, a man who dedicated his multi-decade career in law enforcement to combating organized crime networks and drug trafficking. We designated 7 drug cartels, sick, evil groups who cynically profit off the pain and suffering of people on both sides of the border, as the terrorist organizations that they are. And just yesterday, we launched a new joint operations.
Love you, Patricia. I see you copy. Overstood. And I will tap in tomorrow. Love you and I miss you. Word, Patricia. I love Patricia. And I know some, and the person, we got to talk because a very, very, very close person used to work with you. She knows you very well. You know what I'm saying? So I want to spread some happiness with you. So I don't want to tell people too much. All right. So I will tap in tomorrow.
Partnership supported by a $200 million investment between Canada's security and law enforcement agencies, a partnership that will enhance the coordination of information and intelligence in order to thwart criminal gangs involved in the illegal fentanyl trade.
If you're looking to sell your car, Carvana.
Okay. I think Trudeau is a coward. You know what I'm saying? My opinion. Zelensky is ready to negotiate. He talked all, I mean, you know, I told y'all, man, when the shit went live, just him coming up in there with an all black, you know what I'm saying, casual wear. This nigga looked like he's about to go to a fucking soccer game or something, right? Now, I mean, it's just it's nuances like that, you know, alpha man shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real. Let's get out of the politics, right? Alpha man shit. You know what I mean? Like you come, everybody's dressed up at my party. You come into the spot, you know what I'm saying? You need to come kiss the ring type shit, right? And you come with a fitted cap on and some leaning Timbs. I'm gonna find a reason to get rid of you. Real talk. That's some disrespectful shit, bro. Just that. Just the body language. Almost like, yo, I'm here to negotiate. So y'all can have some fucking sanity. Like, I mean, like, come here, think about what your people want. Your people they don't want to be, you know, misplaced. They don't want to be where they at, man. They don't need, and they shouldn't have to be subjected to that. Now, this is speaking for some people because they're actually going through something. We not at war. Why would Canada be so worried about us? Anyway, Zelensky ready to negotiate with Trump. And this happened a little while ago.
State Department spokesperson
This happened at 9 o'clock.
Tammy Bruce is in focus now. Congratulations. I have not seen you since you got that post. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining me.
Madame. Thank you.
Let's get the total picture now, which includes some really angry, I don't know, what is the point of Democrats behaving the way that they have been, and now with these special guests that they're bringing? Your take.
Well, look, Americans made a statement last year during the election. They wanted Donald Trump. They wanted what he represents. He is a deal maker. He loves the country. He wants action. He knows how to get things done. He wants Americans to be safe, prosperous, and more secure. That is a nonpartisan argument. It is something Americans across the board want, and they made that statement. And now we've got it. It is a remarkable transformation of this country. After 6 weeks, the president has made it clear what he stands for. But this is, Harris, a whole of government reaction. I happen to work for the State Department and our Secretary of State, Marco Rubio. The president has chosen a team for the cabinet that understands what the American people want and can make it happen. So part of that dynamic, of course, is safety abroad, dealing with terrorists, arguing.
My bad. I was trying to load something else up.
And making people.
I'm about to show y'all how the Israel and Palestine thing started. Okay, if you understand some of the history, if you'll understand, because most of y'all don't even know why they fighting. I know too much of the history, and it gets very, very confusing depending on how far you go back. I mean, if you go back to Abraham, oh God, it's crazy in that area. That area, there's a lot of holy land over there, and there's a big issue right now. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna keep it real. People are now focused on what Trump is saying about Gaza. What they want to do is take the people of Gaza and put them somewhere else and turn Gaza into the fucking, like a Riviera, like the new Dubai or something. They want to make beachfront property and all that. And primarily they want to go over there and be the people, you know, before the Chinese. This is what this is. This is about land. All right? Real estate. Positioning. Before China could get the contract, that's what listen, Trump was like, yo, we're gonna go over there and make this. But the kicker is that Gaza is so fucked up. They did us dirty over there. I'm talking about the Muslims. They did them dirty. It looks terrible. They pulling that rubble up. There's still bodies up under there. These people are fasting amongst that rubble. They are writing Ramadan Mubarak on rocks. They are. Yo, these people, I'm looking at a story of a dude that used to have a whole house full of people during break and fast. And now it's 3 people. So there was talks about them going somewhere else. But the last talks is that these people are going nowhere. And they're going to go over there and they're going to fix it up. And this is what they're going to do. Right? Now, some people are saying that's messed up. You're going to move them. I think it's messed up for the motherfuckers that bombed them and did that to them, bro. You see, y'all, I don't know if y'all getting the magnitude of what's going on. That's right, KJ. They leveled that place. They leveled that place. War is nasty, man. And them people of Gaza, it's going to take 14 to 15 years just to get the rubble out. That's how bad it looks. Let me go pull up some pictures of how Gaza looks right now. I was just gazing because I've been fasting and it making me look at different type of content and a lot of stuff about death, because you constantly remind yourself of death, because that's the only thing that's promised us is dying. And what did you do while you was here? I just looked at drone footage of before and after. They leveled that place. They took the major cities and flattened that bitch. systematically. They even tore the beaches up. But yet these people fasting today and they spirit, they saying that we're not going nowhere. They not going nowhere. I wonder how it's going to turn out, man. But hopefully God, Allah, bless those people, man, and do the best thing. Because it's terrible. It's terrible.
Peace happen, bringing back, Harris, these very basic ideas that everyone benefits from. If you've got loved ones in the military, if you want a future you can count on for your families, Donald Trump's vision makes that happen. But it's not just an idea. As you know, tonight you're going to hear what you have to do to make that happen. As a business person, you can get ideas, but you have to implement them. And as a leader, it is the same framework. And of course, everyone in the cabinet, every department, whatever it is America needs to be doing, is following that visionary lead and implementing it accordingly.
All right. I want to ask you about what you would like to hear from the president tonight, because being at the State Department, there are a lot.
Yeah, we already heard it. And my boy, that was the hardest speech he ever gave. You know what I'm saying? And it really wasn't filled with malice. It wasn't filled with let me get at these people. It was kind of like, I see what y'all doing. Just chill. It's almost like, yo, just chill. The Billy salute. Now, this is the history of the Israel-Palestine conflict.
Israel, the world's only Jewish state, located east of the Mediterranean Sea, and Palestine, the territory of the Arab population that hails from the Israel-controlled land, have long been known for their enduring conflict with the Israeli occupation of the West Bank and the Gaza Strip. The tension between Israel and Palestine has been deteriorating in years, climaxing with many violent clashes between the two sides. To understand the root of the Israel-Palestine conflict, we have to look back a few thousand years ago. Early history of Israeli-Palestinian conflict. In the 17th...
I'll follow this because this shit is confusing as shit. I'm telling you, man. This is a rabbit hole, man. Especially if you got a big screen TV and you got time to go through this shit. Bro, I was literally on maps, like trying to look at it. And I'm like, damn, I could see, all of that stuff over there used to always be, to me, like the Red Sea, the Black Sea, the Mediterranean, all that shit, Caspian Sea. Might as well be the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Because the only thing I knew was the Atlantic Ocean and the Hudson River. The fuck would I know about that? All that shit looks alike. Keep it real, bro. Y'all don't know the difference between Greenland and Iceland. You know what I'm saying? And allegedly, Greenland is colder than Iceland. That's wild, because you would think the ice land. Anyway, Iceland is a very pretty place. But when you start looking at the demographics of where everything is happening, and you look at the history, and you're like, damn, this is some deep shit. They said Adam was born in India. Muhammad, all the prophets and everybody come from this. It's crazy, man. But go ahead. This is a 10-minute little explainer.
Centuries BC, following the call of God, 3 patriarchs of the Jewish people, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, settled in Canaan, a region approximating present-day Israel, the West Bank, and the Gaza Strip, parts of Lebanon, Syria, and Jordan. The region later had the name the Land of Israel, the Promised Land, the Palestine region, or the Holy Land. In 1000 BC, King Saul established the Israelite monarchy, which then was ruled by King David, who made Jerusalem the capital of his kingdom, and his son, King Solomon, who built the first temple in Jerusalem.
They knocked down King Solomon's temple. Now, if anybody, do you know history? Who knocked down the first King Solomon temple? Do y'all know? It happened at least 3 times, but who was the first to knock it down? Get in the chat if you know.
After the death of King Solomon, the United Monarchy was split into the Kingdom of Israel in the north, with Samaria as the capital, and the Kingdom of Judah.
Interesting. Iceland, okay, the Vikings. misnamed Iceland and Greenland, so nobody would follow them to Iceland and go to Greenland. Got you.
In the south, with Jerusalem as the capital. The land became home to a majority of Jews, but then it was subject to numerous conquests of various groups, leading to the significant decrease of the Jewish population on the land. One of these conquests was conducted by the Roman Empire, who gave the name Palestine to Judah, intending to break the Jewish connection with the land of Israel. During this time, Christianity, which started as a Jewish sect, ultimately became a dominant religion toward the end of the Roman Empire. In the 7th century came an Arab conquest, beginning the spread of Islam. The Dome of the Rock was built on the ruin of the Second Temple, making Jerusalem the whole...
The Dome of the Rock. Very crucial key, very crucial piece, y'all. You better believe it's all about that. Even though they ain't gonna talk much about it, but trust me, for when I tell you, for the Muslims, it's definitely about this, the Dome of the Rock, because that's where we believe that the Prophet Muhammad SAW had his ascension, or what we call migration. Mirage. He went up to God. There's a couple of prophets that didn't actually die. You know what I'm saying? Like Jesus was one of them. Jesus never actually was sacrificed. We believe that Jesus was brought up. Just like Enoch. Or we call him Idris. Idris. You know what I'm saying? Islam said that he was being brought up to, he was going basically, the story, as the story goes, the story of Enoch, as I know it, that Enoch was being brought up to God, right? Because one of the angels came to him and said, yo, listen, man, God is gonna multiply basically everything that you do by a bunch. And he's like, yo, I wanna stack it up. You think that you could go talk to the angel of death, you know what I'm saying, about this, so he could give me a little bit more time so I could really stack it up? And he was like, never know. Come on, let's go check it out. Takes him up. By the time he gets to the 4th level of heaven, the angel of death was coming down like, yo, listen, God just sent me to, to come get boy from the 4th heaven. Like, that was tripping me out. Like, why would I go get him from the 4th heaven? Would I be getting him from the earth? He said, yo, take me up. That's how the story went, as I know it. You know what I'm saying? So that was the Dome of the Rock, or the golden mosque. Very special to Muslims. You know what I'm saying?
Holy city to 3 monotheistic religions: Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. After Christians in Jerusalem were intensely persecuted by the Seljuk Turks, a Central Asian empire with ambition to expand its territory, Christians in Europe launched several crusades to bring the holy city back to the hand of the Christians. During this time, many Jews were killed. Others were making pilgrimages everywhere, mostly in Western Europe. From the 16th century to World War I, the Holy Land, along with much of the Middle East, was ruled by the Ottoman Empire, an Islamic superpower. The land was unofficially called Palestine. At the same time in Europe, more and more Jews were joining a movement called Zionism, aiming to create a Jewish national state in its ancient homeland. Hence, in the first decade of the 20th century, tens of thousands of Jews moved from Europe back to the region,